Hi, my name is Bill Ahmed Saeed. This is my psychology oral report based on the big five personality traits and how they're linked to prosocial behavior. Now, the big five personality traits include agreeableness, extroversion, openness to experience, neuroticism, and consciousness. Three big five personality traits that we'll be discussing that link prosocial behaviors are extroversion, agreeableness, and openness to behavior. So I'm going to discuss each individually and also give um, some research from an article. And also, I will also give a real life example. So, the article that I'll be using in this case is called The Relationships Among the Big Five Personality Factors: Self Esteem, Narcissism, and Sensation Seeking to Chinese University Students' Uses of Social Networking Sites. This is from a book called Computers in Human Behavior. This article was written by Jin Liang Wang, Linda A. Jackson, Dajun Zhang, and Zikeng Su. This article's history is it was written on the 31st, 2012. Its availability. Here we start the extroversion. Extroversion, it's a broad way of describing the qualities and intense energy that is directed towards the social world. In other words, someone who is outgoing, someone who prefers to have company all the time in a fast-paced living and seeks excitement in environmental stimulation. These are people who show positive emotion and everything. So from the article, it is based on research showing that in real life, extroverts are sociable and talkative, and this leads them to comment more and use status updates more frequently in the virtual world. And also, they tend to make more friends offline. They will always keep in touch. They use online communications a lot of the time also to keep in touch with their offline friends in order to keep them acquainted. Therefore, extroverts are said to have more friends on social network sites than introverts do. So here's a picture. This shows how people are outgoing and everything, and how they are extroverted. So a real life example, a relevance to a real life example would be, for example, a friend of mine who enjoys going out, meeting new friends, networks, works in a fast paced environment, seeks excitement to go out, wants to do new things, etc. So this takes us to the second big five personality trait that links to prosocial behavior, which is agreeableness. So agreeableness is basically someone who just, let's say, agrees. It's someone who has the kind of interactions that they prefer that vary from compassion to a tough-mindedness person. So people whom fall under this category tend to be more sympathetic, kind, and affectionate. So they're people who um, have good intentions, are more sincere, are more humble, are more down to earth, someone who shows a lot of frankness in their expression, and all those things. So, based on the article, it is said that research shows that agreeable people have more friends on social networking sites because of them being more friendly in comments, and they post friendly photos and all those things. So, therefore, a hypothesis was created that agreeableness is positively related to the number of friends that because of their favorably commenting on a social networking site. So here's a photo of someone who might possess the characteristic trait of agreeableness, as they post friendly things on social networking sites, as an example from this article. So a real life example would be someone, let's say, a person who has tons of friends on Facebook, always writes positive things, shares great things, and on ground also they always have this agreeable approach to what people have to say, and they agree constantly, and they understand the other person's point of view. Lastly, the third personality trait that links to prosocial behavior from the big five personality traits is openness to experience. Now, openness to experience, it is sometimes known as the intellect or the imaginative. It's people with imagination who are insightful and are active seekers who are appreciative to experience and who are open to different new experiences. So these people are more receptive, appreciative to art and beauty, They are open about their feelings, they're practical, and they're intellectually curious about things, and they will re-examine their own moral values in case they find an error and are able to mend so from the article, it is said that from openness to experience, the hypothesis that they have found is that there isn't much of a relationship between openness to experience and social networking use, because openness to experience, people with that personality trait notice that social media, social networking sites are a mainstream media, and therefore they want to explore new ideas and new experiences. Therefore, they are less likely to have friends and less likely to utilize social networking sites than they would practically or physically be doing something and experiencing something. So here's a photo of someone who might be openness to experience, and so here they are more physical than they are virtual. So overall, in conclusion, these three link to prosocial behavior because they increase communication, they have a great sense of acceptance, they are more open to social integration, and they make others positive and themselves. And these people following these pro-social linked behaviors tend to show these positive behaviors towards other people and these social behaviors because they tend to be more outgoing, they tend to be more open to the world. Therefore, their behaviors include um, being more talkative, being more friendly, being more supportive, being more encouraging, and doing as much as they possibly can. So this is the end of my psychology oral report, and thank you very much.